Testicles. No.
You ready? So, are you just saying we're here and waiting, ready to answer your questions?
Yep.
3, 2.
All right, we are here, we're waiting, ready to answer your questions. Please ask them. 5 minutes, 6 minutes. 6 minutes and 15 seconds, or thereabouts. Resin inside of open wounds
5 minutes.
hurts.
6 minutes and 15 seconds. All right, we are here, we're waiting,
Okay.
ready to answer your question.
It's so weird. I can't talk to something like this when I've got, when I'm hearing my voice in the back. It's so weird. I am currently playing. There is curing resin in front of me, and there were some cloudy patches from the sealing process, and because those cloudy patches were there, well, it's like jazz. If you play a bum note, it's a bum note. Play it 3 or 4 times, and it's jazz. So what I'm doing is I'm making, instead of just a straight up resin guitar, I'm making a secret ring, secret river table, something guitar. I'm trying to get in as many
You should add in some wax crayon colors.
hashtags.
And then
Yeah, let's melt some crayons into it. Anyway, I'm currently playing with mother of pearl dust, and I'm suspending it. Well, I'm pushing it into the resin to make snow on the mountain that is this piece of... Talitha, could you come in and do a close-up for these people of the insanity that is currently ensuing? Because it's insanity. So here's the stuff I'm using at the moment. This is easy inlay. It's 100% mother of pearl flake. I'm crushing it up so it's still sparkly, but it's, and actually quite heavy actually. And then it goes and it's going to settle through the resin over the next hour or two in drifts that are going to look snowy and beautiful. And then we're going to end up doing some clouds of tints and dyes and things as well, which could be gorgeous, or could ruin the whole thing, so I don't know. We'll see.
do you want a cup of coffee before you start? I'm not offering, I'm just saying you're running out of time.
You meanie. Okay, 3 minutes.
Everybody's going to wonder why the kettle's already in here.
I've taken it, it's mine. Didn't mean to do that. You made me panic because you mentioned that I was running out of time for tea, so I didn't crush them up, I just threw them straight in. It's not fair.
Why are you confusing me by saying tea?
Because I want tea, not coffee.
Don't do that.
Okay. And then I'm going to go in. Is it still filming? We filming?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay. I'm going to go in with a syringe and suck out bits that are in the wrong place and basically landscape it. But first of all, I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea. Because, yeah, I'm a rebel. Hi. Okay. How you doing, sister mine?
I've had better days.
Fellow Canadian. Yes, we're. Our father is Canadian, so we hold the passport. I've never been.
I have.
Well, yeah, you have a life. I have a guitar business. Somewhat. Time-consuming. That chunk of copper there, my watch guy, Mike, he saw it come into the shop, and he kind of wants to make a watch out of a chunk of copper like that, and he was very, he wanted to mug me for my chunk of copper.
Why didn't you sell it to him?
Because I kind of want to make a watch out of it.
But he's got the years and years of expertise behind him.
If I've proved anything with this empire of insanity, it is that you do not need years and years of expertise to do anything. Just do it, and if it works, cool. If it doesn't, you've got something that didn't work.
A paperweight.
Yeah. So in all seriousness, we're playing with resin here. I've never done this before, and I'm just pissing about, and it's fun, and it's going to be interesting. Anyway, Karen, what's up? Give me a question. Feed me. Feed me. I'm going to go and see the school that my daughter has decided she's going to, because her friend is going there, which then decided where my house that I've just bought is, specifically so it's in the catchment area of this damn school. I'm, for the first time ever, actually going to go and visit the school and make sure that it's right for her. You know, when a 10-year-old girl says, this is what's happening with the rest, you know, the next 10 years of your life, this is what's happening with the next 10 years of your life. This is giving me anxiety. The fact that that's not flipped around and I can't see that it's actually working freaks me out. Hey, you all right? Test. Test.
Test. Test.
Wow, you're much quieter than I am.
Of course.
Anyway, go for it. What's up?
Do you have any plans for more metal builds? Flying V's, Explorers, Headless, etc.
Go on then. The first thing that comes to mind is copper, of course.
Ready? 3, 2, go.
Absolutely. The hell am I saying? Yes, I'm going to do a V. I'm going to do a Bob style V for sure at some point soon. Fan fret, 8 strings, etc. Also some copper, because, you know, I like copper. I'm going to do a V. I'm going to do a... oh, no. Let me put a glove on. As I said earlier, resin inside of an open wound.
Not good.
Not so nice. The problem is it's already in the wound and
I did offer you a plaster.
yeah, well, you offered me a plaster before I realised I needed one. I was just gonna deal with it and be, you know, all
Macho.
macho, yeah.
What do you think of the Evertune bridge?
Okay, go.
Three, two, go.
Pretty incredible system. They look huge. They look massive, but the engineering is incredible. They do what it says on the tin, and from what I've heard, it's actually not that difficult to install. So, if you want to be perfectly in tune all the time, yeah. They look huge. They look massive, but the engineering is incredible. They do what it says on the tin. And so I'm sucking. So if you want to be perfectly in tune, pretty incredible. I'm sucking some bits of this out because it's not required. There it is. And hopefully this is going to end up looking quite pretty.
I think we're going to miss this one out, but it's just odd.
Okay.
Is it possible to incorporate concert tickets into a guitar finish so they are actually legible?
Yeah, of course. Why are we going to miss it out?
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, go.
Yeah, absolutely, not a problem whatsoever. Under a 2K lacquer finish, you would need to do some experimentations with your particular lacquer or whatever. But yeah, glue it on, paper mache it in, and spray some lacquer over it. Even rattle can.
You might have got rattle can in.
I hope I got rattle can in because that would work.
Finish. You would need to do some experimentations with your particular lacquer or whatever. But yeah, glue it on, paper mache it in, and spray some lacquer over it. Even absolutely.
The other good thing about this is I get to play with fire,
2K lacquer.
which is always fun.
Have you ever ventured into woodworking outside of musical instruments? They clearly haven't watched a workbench build.
Okay. Ooh, that works rather well, actually. Ready when you are?
Yep. 3, 2, go.
Yep, absolutely. It's all much of a muchness. I built this workbench. I did a video on that. I'm going into carving and faces and masks. I'm going to do a Halloween mask soon. Yes, basically, I love it all. Not to mention the shop. I mean, that's venturing into woodworking other musical instruments, having an old tool shop.
Well, no, you're just playing with metal tools. You're not actually woodworking.
You have to repair them sometimes.
Yes.
I cleared the biggest collection of antique tools from one person ever that I've ever bought yesterday. Hence the open wound. Actually, that was a misstep. But yeah, it's incredible what can be found.
Is that where you bashed your head?
Yeah, you probably can't see it on there, but I've got a. Well, let me say, what's the definition of insanity?
Doing something repetitively and expecting a different
Result. Yeah. So I hit my head twice, and then on the third one, I properly hit my head, and that's the one that actually hurt. The workshop this was in was a very low doorway, and by the time I'd removed, it was like 8 large tool chests full of tools, and about 10 banana crates full of tools, huge. By the time I'd removed all of that, I wasn't thinking straight. And then I bashed my head and I just haven't been the same since. Bad joke, sorry.
What is your next guitar playing goal? Learning to tap, shred skills, etc.
Okay.
3, 2.
Honestly, my playing has been static now for a good 10 years or so, and I really want to actually sit down and do some practicing. I have just got myself Sonos by Audient in order to do that quietly in the evenings. That was seriously. So at the guitar show, the UK guitar show, I think they called it. That was the one thing that I bought, and it's a guitar recording little box, but it's also got the 2 Notes ecosystem built in, so various cab and amp presets, and essentially you play around on your computer, find the presets you want, load them. This sounds more confusing than it actually is. Load 3 of those presets onto your pedal. I suppose it's a pedal, and then you can take that anywhere, and you don't need the computer at that point. You can just plug your guitar and plug your headphones in. So I've got 3 different presets that I really like, 2 of which are Mesa Boogie clones, but hey, and I can sit up at sort of 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night, actually sound good, but be quiet enough that I'm not disturbing my my sleeping children of wonderfulness.
If you just said something sooner, I would have tagged them in this response. Oh well.
I was saying it in the response, didn't I?
Yeah. Will we see any spraying tutorials in the future?
Absolutely.
I'm going to tell that to...
Tell that to the world. Hello, world.
Ready?
Yep.
3, 2...
Absolutely, 100%. In a build coming up, as part of the build, I'm going to do a full spray tutorial. I also want to do some rattle can tutorials just using spray cans moving forward because it's interesting and useful.
How do you do the fret work without ruining the fretboard wood?
Okay, fine. That's something that we've done a billion tutorials on. But,
Yeah, one of the most common.
But yeah, we can answer it.
Cool. 3, 2, go.
For rosewoods and things like that, you don't really need to worry too much, but you just mask the fretboard off, masking tape, and go for it and use a proper tool that's got a nice safe edge. I've done a billion tutorials on this, like 4, maybe 8. That's a billion, isn't it?
Every guitar build you do fretwork, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the most common things that we get asked. For a good reason. It's one of the most common things that people want to know how to do.
Mm. It's always the first thing that the students do downstairs with Christopher. They start with the neck, the fretting, and then move on.
Yeah. Well, you prepare your body blank, but the real job is all of that. Josh, how you doing? So Josh has been my advice for this build. The resin side of things, which is why it went completely wrong.
I'm on your side, Josh.
You should have told me to screw the damn thing down, boy. Anyway.
What's happened now?
No, nothing else has happened.
He's ragging on you because we're recording for Patreon.
Yeah.
So you're on camera.
You're on camera. Do you want to run? What a noise.
Off camera now.
I don't know, I can't see the camera.
So I'm just playing around. I've removed a lot of the glitter bit, and I've dropped a little bit more of the white in, and I'm just experimenting with different ways of playing with it. So we'll see. Oh no. Come on, ask me a question.
What device do you use to intonate your guitars? And doesn't Josh have to talk to you about something?
I don't know. What device do I use to intonate my guitars?
Yeah.
Staff. A tuner. What other device would you use to...
Do you want to skip this question?
I mean...
Screwdriver.
Well, yeah, so you use a screwdriver to adjust the bridge and you putting it into a tuner. I think we have to skip that question because I can't not be rude to them. Yeah, sorry. Ow.
Are you the mad professor of Luthering?
Ow. Ow.
Need a plaster.
That was a tea bag.
You're the mad professor. You've been called many things.
Are you filming?
Not yet. You're just they're silent.
I was waiting for you to start filming. Come
3, 2, go.
on. Maybe I don't like professing what I am, although the other day I had my favourite ever comment, and a dude said, "You're not a guitar builder, you're a guitar architect." And I thought that was amazing. So whoever that was, you rule.
Too slow.
I don't like
Guitar
professing
architect.
what I am.
But
although the
it's
other
just
day
pretty cool.
I had my favourite ever
I mean,
comment.
I've been called many other things
A
as
dude
well.
said, "You're not a guitar
Mainly
builder,
derogatory.
you're a guitar architect."
So Josh, yeah, you're here. What would clean resin off a brush before I put my lovely brush in there?
Goodness.
So it will clean off. Okay, I just want to see if I can be a little
That's
bit
the
more.
nicest brush.
It is a nice brush, yeah. So you're going to come back at about, if you come back at about 1:45.
Okay.
And then I'm just clearing some of the top bits.
I like that section there. I think
Yeah.
that's got a bit too much.
Well, that's the thing. I've sort of just put a lot of white on there, and now with a brush, I'm going to try and get some of the highlights. There you go. See. Hey, come and get a close up of this. I'm talking to the camera like it's a real person.
Cool. So 1:45, you're going to do some
Yeah,
clouding. Is that enough time?
I think so.
I'm going to do like 25 too, just in case.
Well, that only lives. Yeah, fine. So here we go. I'm sort of now carefully making some highlights and just getting material off out of the way. Because we don't want too much of the wood actually obscured, really. Yeah, this is great fun. So this is quite distracting, but you know, behind the scenes,
You're continually distracted.
I am continually distracted.
And distracting.
It's kind of the job description. YouTuber.
Not when other people are busy.
Go on, ask me a question then.
Should I stain and clear my body before or after I glue the neck?
Oh, definitely after.
Ready?
Yeah,
You're not looking at the camera.
doesn't matter.
3, 2, go.
Definitely after. 100% do it after. Put the whole guitar together, fine sand, test fit all the hardware. That's something I've never done, but really should every single time. Then stain and clear. Easy. Where's my tea? I need some tea.
What's your impression of Martin using high pressure laminate for guitar bodies?
What's my impression?
What do you think? Can we do this answer twice and you do that the first time?
I think I gave myself a headache. Ouch.
Have some tea.
Whew, I can't breathe. Okay,
No,
what are my thoughts on?
twice.
I can't do that twice, it hurts.
I think I'll just take footage from that. What do you think of Martin using
Go on,
high
I'll
pressure?
try and do it again.
Okay. I don't know if we can answer this question twice, but yeah, we
Have
can
you-
do it.
Why do you want to do it twice?
So you can give a proper answer
I
as
can
well
give a
as...
proper answer and laugh
In
at the same
15
time.
seconds.
Yeah, why not?
You were having a go at me last time because it was... Stop getting distracted.
So pretty though. It's camel hair.
Poor brush. Getting resined.
It is a good brush.
Yeah, I use that every so often to dust guitars before I photograph them.
I wouldn't use anything that's in my brush thing to touch a guitar with.
I always make sure.
Oh, fair enough.
I thought you'd never used that. It was perfectly fine until now.
It's been used for sign writing. Behind you. Behind me. That stuff. I'm me, you're you. It was used for sign writing.
Right, ready? Impression.
Okay.
3, 2, go.
My thoughts on it are It's perfectly fine. There's absolutely, it's plywood, and plywood is strong, and plywood is space age. It's stronger. Might not look that nice, but hey.
Do you want to see what you look like?
I don't really want to see what I look like. Show me what I look like. Do I get veto?
Plywood is
No.
space age. A bit stronger. Might not look that nice. My thoughts on
Posted.
Oh, crap.
Okay. How would you cut a loose neck scarf joint without power tools?
A loose.
No. How would you cut a neck scarf joint without power tools?
Okay, that's something I understand.
Yeah?
Yeah?
3, 2.
Start with your plank, get a nice big saw, and go for it. This is actually probably better than a bandsaw for that sort of job in the first place. So yeah, there you go.
It honestly looked like you could have taken your wrist off. Okay.
Stay there. That's a really nice saw, that is.
Sticking on saws, there is a relevant question. I'm just trying to find it.
Okay, I think I'm quite happy with that. Fire. Speaking about saws, yeah?
Yeah, I can't find it.
I like saws.
Never would have guessed.
I collected 3 today. Or yesterday.
Only 3.
Yeah.
Gosh. Best saw to purchase in looking to hand cut a body. What's the best saw to purchase if you want to hand cut a body?
Okay.
Do you have one here?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Hold on. Focus. 3, 2, go.
Possibly one of these babies. It's a vintage buck saw, although this is a very small one, which is why I got it here. They're normally a bit bigger, 12 to 15 inches. That is more than enough to do a lot of that, and it's fairly flexible, like a bandsaw. Other than that, I'm talking to you now.
it's a vintage buck saw. This is a very small one, which is why I got it here. They're normally a bit bigger.
It's so distracting having my voice going through from there.
That is more than
Just a normal hard point saw, and you go in big straight cuts. They're cheap, and unfortunately they do the job very well. It's just, yeah, annoying. I lied earlier, by the way. I'd forgotten about this one. At least 4 saws today. I love my life. I absolutely love my life. Okay.
Okay, I have to do this one next. Is it still recording?
Yeah, we're going? We're good?
Cool. I know who's asking this question, but I'm not going to tell you who it is.
Okay.
Actually, no, this might be controversial.
Ooh.
Who's your favourite nephew or niece? If you answer wrong, it's going to be devastating.
It's fine. I know how to answer this. Go on then. Because I don't know who this is.
I think I know who this is. Are you ready? 3, 2, go.
You are. There are no favourites. There can't be favourites. But whichever one of you asked this question, it's you. Hi, Michael. How you doing?
I should have stepped.
Too late.
There are no favourites. Can't be.
Too late?
But whichever one of you
Maybe.
asked this question, it's you. You are.
Yeah,
I'm
I
so
didn't
sorry.
get it. I didn't.
No, it's better. I can't.
Whichever one of you asked this question.
Okay, I can't drink tea while filming this because actually it's disgusting. People listening to me drink.
Slurping sounds.
I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
Okay. Are we still aiming? You need to stop at 1:45 or 22. You're keeping an eye on the time.
It's
Because I'm
fine.
going to have to pick and choose questions.
No, carry on going. We're fine. We can keep on going.
Okay. Biggest pet peeve with people speccing guitars?
Okay.
3, 2.
Too many things. Honestly, less is more, especially with electronics. Don't have a guitar that can do every single thing. Have a dozen guitars, each one that does one thing really, really well. Of course, you buying a dozen guitars is better.
A guitar that can do every single thing. Have a dozen guitars, each one that does one thing really, really well. Of course, you buying a dozen guitars is better. Two.
Will you make road worn, in quotations, series of guitars?
No.
What are they?
It's a pre-relict.
Do you want to skip it?
No.
3, 2, go.
At this stage, no, I don't think so. As a company, we're aiming for PRS and Huber and people like that. We want ultra high quality stuff built to the best standards just because we, well, can. I just knocked on the door to get out of my workshop.